My name is Yassar, right? And, I came in, 1985, and I came into the Yassar school, right? When I came in, I was like 19 years old, and I was wild. I was really wild. I was off the hook. DFY, I was top center, I was using it as a game. I was a wild child. And I used to come down here to do a pizza shop. I used to like pizza, whole pizza. And at that time, it was less than $1 a slice. And Eunice, right? Was Eunice in here today? Eunice used to hold me and used to run me in shop. After newcomers class, there was another newcomers class in the back of the restaurant. He used to hold us hostage right there. He used to help clean up the restaurant afterwards and all this stuff like that. And then I feel like this. I used to just come back to class, and I was one of the dudes, because I was in basic cards and nerves. I used to come down, ask questions, debate, right? And every time I used to come down and ask questions, I used to get my answers, and consequently, from coming out of class, they would do this, I'll do things for the community, right? And it was beyond my wildest dreams, right? Because my first building I lived in was 33 Lawton, right? And that's when my roommate was, peace and blessings be upon him, was Matt 10, right? And when I came in, he said, Yassar, here, I'm going to show you where you're going to sleep at. But first we got to go downstairs to the basement, I'm going to get your bed. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a bed. He goes, gets 4 crates. I'm like, wow. I'm saying to myself, I want to go back home. I stepped out, and the next morning, we made a law. He comes around like 5:30 in the morning, subhanAllah, sloppy fudges, subhanAllah, waking people up, going throughout the whole place. Come down here, see the masjid, they built from the ground up, they had the big wall up there. And we come down here and make prayers, and after the prayers, Pop's son, young lad, he would teach us Arabic. He would teach us, and then the kids would come in, and they would recite Quran to the point that would make your heart melt. Nobody could recite Quran like the Ansar and our children. Nobody.
For sure. Bear witness. I bear witness.
Now to this day, we make your heart melt. They get busy with that, right? So, the brother started teaching me the ropes, like Chunky with the Force and D's, Matin. These are my predecessors who I have a lot of respect for. Just name a few of them, right? And they told me, it was like, now, because I understand that the master teacher, throughout his teachings, the concepts and the principles have remained the same. It's just that things, like the brother was saying, have changed a little bit different, from Islam, Christianity, Judaism, to Nawapu and all this stuff. Those have changed a little bit. The concepts and principles remain the same. Just like back then, they were talking about, there's 2 types of people here, South and Charbo. I don't know if y'all familiar with those terms. You understand what I'm saying? That back then, that's what he said. And Surfer were the people that listened to what the master teacher said, right? The cherubim was the kind that used to hear what the master teacher said, but go out and still sell jewelry and do all these other things. You follow what I'm saying? Same thing today, all right? So they used to tell me, you got to get on the side of the fence. You got to listen to what Pop is saying. You understand what I'm saying? You got to listen. So you know what? All my life I was kind of a hard man, right? So I gave it a shot. I said, I'm trusting him because, and with my life was like twisted. So I started listening to Pops. I was coming down here every morning, making salat, learning my Arabic. Sergeant Rock used to run us. He said, we just gonna run up the Myrtle and back. We were all the way down there on Nostrand Avenue somewhere every morning. And then we come back, we take a cold shower, go out and pedal, right? Go out and pedal, come back with $100. If you came back with $50, Hamza and them was talking about, he's only half a man. You understand what I'm saying? So this kind of encouraged you to go out and do things, right? So now, as I'm doing this, I started getting good with it. I'm going on the train, making lectures and speeches on the train, getting donations, and I'm starting to see that people are actually coming out their pockets to hear this truth. So, by 12, 1 o'clock, I had my quota. You can ask Ish, I was a top peddler here for over a year. Every house meeting, my name was called out and saw top peddler, because that's what I do. So consequently, I opened the store on Parsons Boulevard. The master teacher said, you know, you bring all these young crazy kids down here. You know, open the store. I don't know playing all the time. That's not the Jamaican with you. So I opened the store out there in Queens, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. This is when I first said, yo, the master teacher, you know, like, he really bugged me out with this one, right? Open the store. We opened the store in March, right? So now, as we get the store up and going, things is, you know, reducing a little something. So then that's when Nubian Nation started picking up a little something, right? So the sister, I never forget, she called me over here to the Northern Islands, and they had just got a delivery, right? And they had like 100 Nubian Nation jackets. She said, Pop said you could take 40 of them, right? But you gotta turn in on top of the 5 that you normally turn in, 5,000 a month for the store. Y'all gonna have to turn in an extra 10 for the Nubian Nation jacket. I was like, all right, cool. So I knew holiday time was coming up, so we sold them all in November. Right? All of them, all Nubian Nation jackets. That's what all the rappers and all that stuff want to wear Nubian Nation. They were all with us. You know what I'm saying? Chuck D, Heavy D, all the rappers. You know what I'm saying? It was getting tragedy, all of them, KMD. You know what I'm saying? It was coming to the store with the Nubian Nation all outfit. So, you know, we rocking. So now December come, right? So I turned in the money. Now I didn't turn in 15, I turned in 20. So Pops was like, how much was the store made last month? I was like, I don't know. He was like, what you mean you don't know? I said, I don't know. I said, I gave you a money. He said, how much? So you're not keeping no books? And I'm like that. Now, I'm teaching the store like it's a table. I was like, no, you got to run a business. He said, listen, you got Rashawn Dowell, have his wife do this, have his wife do that. You know what I'm saying? He told me how to delegate authority. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do everything on my own. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't working right. I wasn't keeping the books. He was like, you want to go to jail? Like, you don't pay taxes? What's up with you? You know? So, but this is what he really bugged me out. That December, we did really well, right? But then, he told me, he was like, you saw, and I think that was that February, he said, you saw, shut that store down. I said, what? This store is doing good. I'm saying to myself. He's like, nah, shut the store down. I want you to go to my work. I'm saying to myself, like, there ain't no money up here in my work. So we're like, what do you think here, my man? Like, what's up? What? And we had a little struggle with that, because I had to show Dowell, and he struggled with that. I said, nah, we just got to do what Pop said. And Pop said, do it. Let's do it. We did it. We was crying about it, but we did it. You know? And when we got up to Mount Vernon, because I'm going to tell you what happened, right? That year over there on Parsons Boulevard, right? They had a big gang fight at Hillcrest High School. Some kids got stabbed up right in front of the store where we left, and there was a fire right beside the store that we had the attention keyed on, right? We got up out of there, and let me tell you how we got to Mount Vernon. We got to Mount Vernon, right? We was doing pretty well at the store. We used some parties up there, Nubian Nation and stuff like that, right? And we had a big donation jug in the store, right? And these kids from Mount Vernon, they came in the store while the sisters were in the store. I know some of y'all probably heard about this. It's a big thing. They came and snatched the donation jar. Wow. And they ran. Now, we looking all over for them. Now, but there's some people that feel in a certain type of way, right? So, we got people and CL Smooth, Heavy D, they coming through the store like, yo, what's going on? What's happening? Blah, blah. I told them what happened. I said, you know, this money's for the kids. We try to, grow and do new things and stuff like that. To make a long story short, we got a donation, right, for like $20,000 to open up straight now. See, a lot of people don't understand. You saw it. How did you do this? I'm just telling you that follow what the master teacher said do. Because if that didn't happen, we would have never got there where that would have happened. So sometimes when we think that everything is falling apart, it's actually coming together. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, and that's the key thing, is that we, like she was saying, is that you got to, I'm not going to say believe, you got to know who the master teacher is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a firm knower. You know, I can go on and on with some of the things that I've seen him on Jazeera Alba, and because I'm a space cadet in my own right. You understand what I'm saying? He should tell you, I'm a space cadet, because I call him, he's like, sorry, shut up with all that crazy stuff. I'm a space cadet in my own right. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I've heard, I've seen, I've witnessed the master teacher do things, and I see how he's moved in my life. You understand what I'm saying? How he's giving me information and confidence as a man. And it all goes to following his instructions. Because, like this brother was saying, like he's Melchizedek. He's the Ancient of Days. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's guiding us. You see, like when we go off the